Hello Aries, welcome to my channel, Mary Mystic Tarot. I hope that you are all doing well and feeling well. Welcome back for another love reading for August 2025. So keep in mind, it's a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone. Thank you for watching, sharing, and subscribing. Okay, let's go.
Almost arguments or disagreements, or you have people that are saying things to you that you just don't understand, that you just don't get it. You're like, what's going on with you? Why are you even saying that? I almost feel like with this Five of Wands that you guys are going through some sort of challenges. Sometimes this is people, let's say at your work, for instance. Maybe it's co-workers and you guys get along just fine, and then all of a sudden maybe you're on a project together, or there's two different groups of people, and then you guys just start bickering or fighting or disagreeing, or become a little more challenging towards each other. And I almost feel like you're getting kind of sick and tired of it. I mean, enough is enough already, right? So when I see this Five of Wands, the Four of Cups underneath it, the Four of Swords over here in the corner, it's wearing you plumb out, you all. You guys are getting exhausted because of it. And sometimes it's not even what you say or do. Sometimes you're just drug into it. Sometimes I call this my drama card, because that's how I feel about it. It's almost like just drama around you, and for some reason you guys get sucked into it. And then when I see the Four of Pentacles, it's like you guys are worried possibly. Now this can go in different ways. The Four of Pentacles can be you guys saving for a rainy day, saving for something good in your life. Sometimes it's just, you know, for whatever reason, if something breaks, if you need something for your car, you know, that kind of thing. But sometimes this can be that you guys are just hanging on to something too tightly, and you don't want to let go. Sometimes it's money, but sometimes it's different things. Some of you all, this could be your position at your work, for instance. Maybe this is something completely different, but for some reason, there's something about this, the beginning of this reading, that feels uneasy. But bear with me for a minute. We're going to clarify these cards, okay? So when I get some of these other cards, like the Moon and the Hangman, the Four of Cups, these are kind of like you guys have had it, or you're just getting plumb irritated, or you guys are just saying, you know what, I'm going to throw my hands up for just a minute, and I'm just going to see what happens somewhere along the way. I think with this Eight of Pentacles, this has something to do with a job. But I mean, it could, you know, this could be even in your home, with your neighbors. It could go around in different directions, and after a while you just get irritated. Here's the thing, you all. You know, with this Four of Cups, you have three cups that she's sitting there staring at or looking at, but there's always, there's this cup that's coming up to her, and she's not even paying attention. There is, I feel like, an opportunity that's going to be coming in for you all in one way or another. Now, it may be a job situation. It may not. It may be an opportunity to get out of this drama and to get yourself in a better position, in a better mode, in a better frame of mind. Because if you'll notice this Judgment card, I get excited when I get it, you guys. And the reason why I get excited is, you know, it's somewhat like a resurrection. It's almost like sometimes, you know, when you just think, holy cow, you know, you think you're having bad luck, you think that it can't get any worse, but then out of the blue, here comes a blessing. Here comes a new way, a new life for you in different ways. A new position, possibly, a new boss, maybe. A new job, maybe you guys are wanting to get into a new neighborhood, and you're going to. One way or another with this Judgment, it gets me excited, because it's almost like you're being pulled back up, and you're going to have a fresh start. You're going to be able to breathe again. So with these silly little cards over here, and you got three fours, by the way, and they're all kind of like, I could take it, I could leave it, I don't want to, I'm tired. You know, these things are wearing you out. They're exhausting you. And with this hangman down here, you guys are just kind of saying, you know what, I'm just going to wait for a minute and see what happens. Here's the thing. Something good is about to happen. I see this King of Pentacles, Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I have a feeling you guys have an Earth sign that is coming in to help you. Now, you can take this in different ways, okay? I can look at it straight up and down. Earth sign, resurrection or rebirth or rejuvenation. And then with this job situation, possibly. Maybe this is your energy today. You know, you're looking at things in a more moderate approach and a more traditional way, and you're taking your time and you're trying to make sure that you're doing the right things. Now, I could take it that he's helping you here, but I could also take it that he's maybe the one that's causing this irritability up here, possibly, for some of you anyway. But here's the thing. When you take it this way, you've got this argument or these irritating, nagging situations, resurrection, and then you're going to maybe be able to sleep better at night. It's almost like that this is wearing you plumb out. I think you guys are about ready to get some sort of information, some sort of news, some sort of intuition maybe too, your gut, your instincts maybe telling you something. But I think there's going to be something that may have been hidden from you from the past that may be coming up. Then you guys are going to be absolutely thrilled about this new situation or the news that's coming in or the way it's going to work out for you. Give me just a minute, okay? We're going to take some clarifying cards. I'm going to start with this Five of Wands. The Magician. You know, it's kind of telling me whatever you create comes to life. Whatever you guys focus on and manifest and believe in, you guys can do. You guys can create this kind of aggravation, or you can get rid of this kind of aggravation. This is not something that I don't think you guys are wanting it, but for some reason it's kind of attaching itself to you. So you guys can get out of this. This is the Magician's telling me that just either pull yourself away or let them know that you're not interested in getting involved in the drama. We're going to check out this Four of Cups. The Death card. There you go. This is not going to be an issue much longer, you all. This kind of doldrum, this kind of, you know, whenever I get the Four of Cups, I just feel like you're just kind of bored and you're aggravated and you're a little bit mad and you just don't know what to do anymore and you just want to be left alone and you're going through a little bit of this, maybe even a little depression, I gotta say. But that's coming to an end. That's not going to be an issue much longer. So I need you guys to realize that and hang in there for just a minute, okay? Let's take it for the Hangman. Really? The Four of Pentacles? What are you guys hanging on to that's not good for you? Is it the money? Is it because you guys are financially getting strapped and you guys are trying to hang on to every penny that you get? Along with this Hangman, it's kind of like you're putting yourself in a little bit of a, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to wait just a minute and try to be patient, see what comes to me. But then when you get an additional Four of Pentacles, there's something that you're hanging on to here. Now, sometimes you guys, this is you guys just making sure that you have enough money to pay your bills, which is, I understand completely. We all need to pay our bills. We all need to be able to buy food, pay for our, our heating bills, our cars, whatever it may be, our rent. But sometimes it can go to the extremes. And this is why sometimes this card wants me to tell you that if you guys are going to the extremes with this, if you're being greedy, for instance, or being a little selfish or holding back, then you may have a hard time saving anymore. Sometimes it's almost like that you're telling the universe, I've got enough, I don't need any more, I'm just going to keep saving. And then it's almost like it prevents you from getting any more, if that makes any sense. Hold on. Take another one. Now this could be something completely different rather than money. Maybe you guys are hanging on to your job position. Maybe you're hanging on to something at your house or your home. Or look at that. Another duplicate, you all. Both fours. Whatever's going on right now is really wearing you guys out. And you guys are maybe even falling asleep at your desk or falling asleep during work. I think maybe you guys may need to take a day off, take a nap, go to bed earlier, sleep in a little bit. Whatever it is that will give you guys some sort of peace of mind on this rest and rejuvenation, you definitely need. Some of these cards are coming up twice for a reason. Wow, guys. 5 of Swords now. So what's up with that? Somebody being greedy, somebody being deceitful, somebody not treating you right. That's how I feel with this 5. Sometimes this is somebody just being plumb mean or taking something from you or putting you down. And then there's the Chariot. You're moving away from this aggravation, okay? You are moving away from it. Sometimes it feels like it's never ending. Sometimes it feels like, what on earth is going on? And then when you 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, I'm saying in my head, but hang in there for a minute. Whatever it is that's aggravating you, or that's coming in, or that someone is not treating you fairly, or it's wearing you plumb out, it's coming to an end in a minute. You're about to move away from it. Some people are moving away from the office, politics, for instance. Maybe you're trying to get into a different environment, a different office, a different section of your job. Maybe you're about to get a promotion or something, saying, hey, why don't you come over here and get your own office, or whatever it may be. Some people may just be wanting to go somewhere completely different and get this new fresh start that may be coming in for you all. Hold on. I'm going to take one for the 4 of Pentacles. The Devil. Something's making you feel somebody's holding you back, or something is holding you back. You're not feeling like you have control over certain things that's going on in your life. And that could be why you're hanging on for dear life, for your job, with your income, with your money, with your home possibly, because something or someone is not treating you fairly, or you don't feel like they are anyway. You're feeling a little bit restricted and bound. You're going to have options, you all, with this 2 of Pentacles. Sometimes you're juggling 2 different jobs or 2 different situations. Sometimes you may be getting in 2 different job offers with this, and you may be trying to figure out which one's the best way to go, or which way's the best way to go, or which one's the best one to take. I mean, the Tower. I got to be honest with you. Whenever I get to Tower, I usually see it as a blessing in disguise. Some people cringe when they see the Tower card, but I personally think that this is going to end something that has been holding you back or not letting you do what you're wanting to do. Possibly your job, possibly a home life situation, possibly your neighborhood or your city or your state or your country. There's something here that may either end, or you may get an epiphany that makes you see things in a different way. And especially with this Moon card right here, you guys, this makes me feel like that this is something that you're not seeing or something that's been hidden from you. And sometimes it's your gut feeling or your intuition that kind of tells you, wait a minute, that ain't right. That's not the right answer, or that's not the right that's not the right information. That's not what it actually is. And with that, you're going to, something's coming out, and it's going to be the death of a situation. You're going to take action and manifest. This Tower card is going to end that devil right there. You're moving forward. Let me take one for the Four of Swords. Six of Pentacles, give and take. You know, this could be you guys wanting to give to other people or other communities, other people that may need it. But I almost feel like, in some ways, I almost feel like this could be dealing with your job, for instance. You're starting to realize whatever you put into it, you're going to get out of it. Possibly for some of you guys, because you've been such a good worker or a good person in general, you will get a promotion or a new title. Maybe this is where this is coming in, to where people are going to be helping you instead of you helping them for a change. This is a give and take. And it can be you guys giving, but I almost feel like it's because you guys have been given, and you're going to get a bonus, some sort of acknowledgement, some sort of happy financial gain from it. And that's the Hierophant, I believe. No, that's the Emperor. I apologize. That's the Emperor. So here's the thing again. This is either the Emperor's coming in to hand you something, or to offer you something that you guys are wanting or needing at this time. Or this is you guys trying to realize that there's something about this job position that you guys could take over, that you guys would be fantastic at. Do you know how sometimes you have, okay, let me rephrase, hold on. Certain people have certain skills. They're good at some things, but they're great at other things. You guys are one of these people that are good at many, many things, but there's several things that you guys can be great at. I almost feel like that this Emperor is coming in two different ways. On one hand, coming in to give you a job opportunity. On another, or help you get through this sticky situation in general. On the other hand, this is you guys actually going, you know what, I'm starting to feel better about the way this is working out. I'm starting to feel better about my abilities, about who I am, what I can do, and realizing that this resurrection, this coming back to life, this opening up and feeling renewed and refreshed and like a rebirth is coming in for you all, and this is putting you guys in a really good place. Honestly, some of you guys could be a boss of some sort, could be becoming a president of a company, or an offer. You could be getting an offer of a president. So I think, here's how I feel about it. If you guys are feeling a little bit challenged, a little bit aggravated, people just seem to pull you into drama right at this moment, those things are about to start ending. One thing after the other is going to start ending for you guys. I believe that you guys are hanging on to something that may not be good for you, or you're just trying to pay your bills if it's money. It may be a job that's not very good for you, and it's starting to affect your ability to sleep good at night, to be happy. And if that's the case, I feel like with this Death card in that Tower, something's coming in that's going to change something. I want you guys to realize something. I feel like it's a blessing in disguise, even though it may not feel like it at the time. If you guys are in a job position that you just don't like anymore, or that they're not treating you fairly anymore, and something happens to that job that I feel like there's going to be a better one that comes in for you guys, and you're going to be absolutely thrilled with it. So I just want you guys to remember that and to realize that if you are looking for a change, you might want to start looking now. Start putting in your resumes if that's the case, or your applications if you're wanting to move somewhere or go back to school or whatever it is. Because I do think it has something to do with a job or schooling or mastering something. And I do think you're moving forward because something is ending, and you're going to feel like you're being blessed with the whole situation. Hold on just a minute. Sorry, I'm talking your ear off. It's up to you, you all, which of course you probably already know that, right? If you're wanting to change, it's up to you. If you're wanting to get out of this situation, it's up to you. If you're sick of arguing and fighting and quarreling with people and not sleeping good at night, it's maybe time for a change. Share the love. Share the love with your family. Share the love with your friends. Share the love with your neighbors. Maybe this is all stuff that's going on in your city or in your community too. Maybe you guys are standing up for things that other people aren't. And that's why you're feeling like you have to hang on to something for dear life. Maybe that's where this devil card comes in too. You guys are not feeling this ain't right for one reason or another. I believe you guys are starting to realize, or you will be very soon, that if you do need a change, if you're wanting a change, and if you're kind of sick and tired of the nonsense, you guys, it's up to you to change it, okay? If this Tower and this Death card comes in and something changes dramatically, just realize that something better is going to come out of it. That's how I feel anyway. So just remember that, okay? All right, you all, this is a good reading. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I hope you guys come back and see me. Hang in there, you all. Take care. Bye.